There was a lot of highlights today. I told our guys it's like they've developed a new style of play at Glenville. It's pressing, and I told our guys, well, we kind of invented that here. We're the kings of pressing, and I think our guys took that to heart because they really wanted to go out there and play this style of play. And I told them the first one to 120 is going to win the game because we knew both teams was going to be an up-tempo style of play. I thought our first half was probably the best basketball that we've played all year long. And before the game, I challenged our team. We haven't had a blackout in a while, and I think we had 2 or 3 blackouts in the first half. And I thought Malik McKinney was everywhere. And obviously, you know, Will was making shots, and he was in the zone. But I thought Malik was incredible tonight. And it just seemed like every time there was a loose ball, that kid was in there getting it. And it just seemed like every time he had a loose ball, he found Will, and Will was making the shot. So, again, really proud of our guys. I thought our 2 freshmen up here played really well, and they're getting better and better. And I told those 2 guys, like, just stay the course. Like, beginning of the year, they were trying to feel their way out, and I think now the more they play, the better they're getting. And I told these guys, come February, we're going to be a pretty good basketball team. But it's awful fun getting there and seeing these guys get better each and every game.
Will, do you remember what's the most points you scored in high school?
35.
Remember what's the most scored in the first half of high school?
No, I don't know.
So kind of take us through what it felt like the first half and all in. Did you know that you had, I mean, obviously you knew you were scoring a lot of points. Did you know you had that many points you got in halftime?
Yeah, I mean, the guys were letting me know on the bench. But it was fun first half.
And Malik, we've talked about this several times, but just you know, take us through again how much you enjoy this style of play and how well do you think it fits your game?
I think it fits my game perfectly. I like getting my teammates involved. I like playing up and down, fast pace. Like, we thrive off turnovers here. Like, I believe they had 17 turnovers at half to 5 assists, and that's like amazing. That's a blackout, man. When we turn the ball over, we find each other. We're unselfish, just an unselfish group, and we all eat. You know what I mean? We had a couple double-figure scores this game. Like, that happens every game. So we just have to keep sharing the ball, keep causing havoc in the press, and keep playing hard.
And Ben, Malik just hit on it to my next question. You guys are on a pretty good roll. I think you've had 100-plus points here in the last 4 or 5 games. One of the things that really stands out is the share in the basketball. I mean, you had 27 assists tonight. Almost everybody on the floor had multiple assists. You know, it's not just a point guard and here and there. I mean, everybody passes, everybody shares, and you shot over 50% as a result.
Yeah, and these guys are probably sick of me saying this, but we talk about passing all the time. I think we've improved in our passing, not only our passing, but our decision-making. I think we got guys making the simple pass. I think at the beginning of the year, preseason, the first couple games, we had some guys trying to do a little bit too much. But I think now guys are just making the simple pass. And kind of told these guys, let's make a good shot, a great shot. And I think you saw that tonight. And if I'm not mistaken, and Don, you probably know this, we had 4 turnovers at halftime, which gives us only 2 in the second half.
Yes.
And when games in the past, when games would get out of control and you know, we've got the large lead, we start getting sloppy and we start turning the ball over and guys start trying to do too much on their own. I didn't really see that tonight. I thought guys kind of just stayed within the offense, the system, and anytime that you can have 27 assists and 6 turnovers, especially for us, I think we've got a good chance of winning the game.
It's like, Coach, kind of going off of his question, like this streak you're going on, sharing the ball, averaging over 100 points a game, average margin of victory over like 30-something a game.
Yeah.
What's been the difference, like, with this streak going on?
Offensively, it's been our spacing. I think our spacing is a lot better. And after the Charleston game, we had one of those brutal film sessions that could last a long time. But overall, spacing is a lot better. I think our guys are making better decisions, like I talked about earlier. And we've got some guys making some shots now. That always helps when you got guys making shots. And, you know, Dalton's probably considered our best quote-unquote player. And when he goes 5 of 13 and we still win by the margin that we won by, that means other guys are making shots. So, again, we're going to continue to get better. We'll continue to practice hard. That's the one thing I try to reiterate to these guys every day is we don't have the luxury to take days off when we practice. Like, we got to use these every single day because, again, we're young. We're really young. We don't have a senior on the roster right now, so we can't waste days. And I think by the time February hits, we could be pretty good.
Okay, and this is for the 2 freshmen. Coming from high school, and I know Bryce, your dad played a pretty similar style and all like this, but how much of a culture shock is it coming from high school basketball to college basketball, especially in this program?
I'll just say, like, high school, you know, we played similar style, but college is definitely a big difference. Definitely caught me a little bit of surprise. I thought I'd be ready for it, but it's just a whole different level. Guys are bigger, stronger, faster. So, like he said, beginning of the season, we just kind of had to keep pushing through, feeling our way through it. I think right now, both of us are starting to really pick it up and do pretty well with it. So.
Yeah, just to piggyback off of what he said, it's like the guys are bigger, faster, and stronger. For me, it's been a little bit more of an adjustment to learn the style of play. Like my high school team, we did not press that ball. We would sit in a half-court defense. Like our opponents the whole year averaged 32 points a game. So going from our opponents averaging 32 to us averaging over 100 here, like that's a bit of a jump. So learning how to play this style was tough, but my teammates have been really good and have helped me through it, and they've been positive and encouraging when things haven't been going well. Like at the beginning of the year, it was a bit of a rough start and it was very uncomfortable, but they've all picked me up and coaches have trusted in me, and we've all gotten a lot better, and we still got a lot of room to grow.